Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Hey, what's up? On Wednesdays, we manifest more good stuff. And today we're going to manifest more endurance. So welcome back to How. Manifest more endurance. I'm getting a roll late start today. It's after 11, 5 after 11, because I was just like, are you really going to show up and try to do a podcast about endurance when you are dragging ass like that? So our herb of the week is ginseng, and we've already seen this first card Monday when we talked about ginseng, because it's endurance, and that's what ginseng is all about. Building stamina and strength and rejuvenating and rehabilitating and building. Ginseng also had a message about conservation and, being guided divinely, and it was a great podcast. So anyways, we've seen this card Monday already, but it's back again because we're going to manifest more endurance. I would love to manifest more endurance. Like, I do a pretty decent job keeping up with myself, keeping up with my projects, but if I'm being honest, like even today I'm kind of feeling tired. Could also have been from that cannabis I smoked last night, but anyways, I would just love to have more energy, more strength, not feeling like in the middle of the day I have to lay down or need a nap, or it's funny how all this works sometimes, because like sometimes we just feel lethargic because we're doing something we're not really excited to do, but other times we genuinely are just so tired. So anyways, endurance is what we're going to try to manifest more of today. We're going to reread this first card, and then our second card is the dragon butterfly on, get this, a cactus. So yeah, who's like the king of endurance and preservation? The cactus. The cactus knows how to keep going in the harshest conditions. So endurance, like ginseng gives us endurance, but cactuses are like, listen, if you want to learn from the best, I would show you how, you can keep going no matter what. So anyways, we're looking at a cactus, a big cactus with big old beautiful cactus flowers, and there is a pipevine swallowtail butterfly, and she does her butterflies like dragons. I love it. And it's a dark black butterfly. There's some orange accent dots on the lower wing and white little dots on the edges of the upper wings. It's he's really awesome looking, really cool dragon butterfly. And the pipevine swallowtail is on this spiny cactus. All right, let me take off my glasses. I still have my glasses on, which every time I take my glasses off, I just want to close my eyes. Ugh. So anyways, I would love to figure out how to manifest more endurance. Definitely, it's a state of mind, but definitely I think there are herbs, a lot of the roots of herbs, I think, are the ones that really help build you up. Like maybe astragalus would be a good one. Ashwagandha is coming to mind. Ginseng, of course. Maybe even burdock. Maybe getting some root vegetables in our diet, some carrots, some potatoes, and celeriac. Ugh, that stuff's tasty. Anyways, these like potatoes, sort of like if you needed to go on a long hike, I mean, like potatoes would be good to eat before you go because they give you sustenance for a real long time, keep you satisfied. It takes a while to burn them up. Parsnips. I love parsnips. So anyways, I think physically there's a lot of things we can do for our physical bodies if we find they're getting tired. The cactus is saying, remember to drink enough water. Like, are you hydrated? Are you giving your body good fuel? These are all things to question if, like, we're feeling like our endurance is, like, limited. Now, emotionally, I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of things that you can do to keep on being able to handle the enduring route. Like, do you have coping skills? Are you able to laugh off challenges and obstacles and get around them? And, like, do you have the mindset to run a 20-mile race? It's like, yeah, maybe your body could handle it, but if you don't have the mindset to run that marathon, forget it. It's all over, But yet somebody could convince their body, even if their body wasn't, like, really the strongest body, if they have the right mindset, they could convince their body of endurance. They could convince them. They could just be like the fool, right? The ginseng fool. Like they just think they can do it, so they can do it. And you're like, how is this bumblebee doing this? How is this bumblebee flying? I don't know. It's just, like, convinced itself it can do it, so it can. So endurance is kind of an interesting word, to think about for yourself and what you can do more. And even if you don't want to run marathons, because I definitely would never, just having, like I said, the endurance to keep up with your projects, your ideas, yourself, get through the day without feeling like it annihilated you. Just be able to clean your house without it feeling like, oh my God. So endurance is definitely something that we definitely want to manifest more of, the endurance, right? So I'm getting the vision of lovers, right? Having the endurance to, go that extra mile, baby. What's up? Having good endurance. Ginseng's laughing because it's all about the libido, and there's definitely a message of endurance on a lot of different levels that could benefit you and others, because then, people can count on you. Because you strong boy, you strong girl. All right, so endurance. The first card is the one from Monday. We talked about ginseng from the Magical Herb Oracle. And it's number 18. So let's just go over it again and we'll see what else it has to say. This is the Panax ginseng. And, it's like, listen, keep going and do not give up. Keep going. That's what endurance is all about. How did you make it to the finish line? Well, I didn't stop. I didn't give up. I kept going. Like, it's like old couples that you're like, what's your secret, to a long lasting marriage? And they're like, just don't get divorced. Like, how have you been married for 55 years? Just don't get divorced. That's how we did it. We didn't give up. So keep going and do not give up is a message from endurance and ginseng. You may find that a new path is opening before you, but it will seem very long and perhaps even more challenging than you would like. You are being asked to take a leap of faith with something, but the outcome will be in your favor. So this is an oracle card, an oracle message about endurance. It's like sometimes you just have to trust yourself, believe in yourself and your abilities. So if you believe in yourself and you can do it, and you're like, I believe I can get this to-do list. I believe I can get it done. I believe I could get it done twice today. That's how confident I am in my abilities to get her done. Believe in yourself. Believe in your abilities. because doubt is the only thing that is holding back plans and holding possibilities back. So your doubt is what undermines you. Because if you think you can get up at the butt crack of dawn and have enough energy to do a workout before you go to work, your self-belief will make that happen. Now, if you doubt yourself, like, I don't even know if I can get out of bed, like, well, there you go. Like, you're not going to get very far. So really check yourself and see where your doubt is creeping in. See where, you could maybe remedy that doubt, and start believing in yourself more and more and more. Believe in your abilities. This oracle message always also says, you may find additional study, information gathering, or education in any form will improve your situation. Most importantly, a commitment must be made. So yeah, I guess if we do want to manifest more endurance, that is an essential element of manifesting more endurance, making a commitment to doing it. Like, just don't give up. Keep going. Commit to keep going. So that's good, because it's like, and when I set myself up for a really busy year of podcasting, that's the most important thing. Keep going. Just keep on going and believing in yourself, and see if you can meet these little personal goals that you set for yourself. All right. So anyways, that's ginseng. That's endurance. So if you want to learn more about ginseng, just go back 2 episodes, and it's our herb of the week. It's a great herb for endurance, and of course also creativity, fertility, money, lust, wishes, virility, health, healing, and protection. So yes, it works with the element of fire with this magical herb oracle. And yeah, fire. Think about endurance as your inner fire, right? Sometimes it's blazing, but sometimes it's just not giving up, right? There's just a small fire. It's enough to keep you warm. It's enough to keep you chugging along, right? Choo-choo. That's all you can do sometimes. Especially if you are finding yourself to be low energy. It's like, still get out of bed, still go through the motions, still do your dishes, still do the bare minimum just to keep going. And then ginseng's like, and yeah, start supplementing with me. Get a little ginseng root in your soup, in your healing broth, and let's build more endurance as we go. So did you ever hear that farmer fable or tale or whatever? It's like, every day the farmer walked the baby cow. He walked the calf down to the edge of the field, but then he had to lift the calf over the fence so it could go on to the next pasture. So every day he lifted, he walked the baby calf down, and he lifted the calf over the fence and put it on the other side so it could go play and graze or whatever baby cows do. So anyways, as time goes on, and he does that every day, at one point it gets to the point where he's walking down a full-size cow and lifting the cow over the fence. So in a lot of ways, that's what endurance does for us. Like, once we're able to handle this much, all of a sudden we've built strength upon that, whether it be physical or mental or spiritual. I mean, you can then handle more. Once you get a good grasp of endurance, or just not even a grasp, because it's not something you have to like hold on to. It's something that you build and anchor in and then build upon, right? So it's like a good old foundation, and then you build upon that. So yeah, I mean, he started off with it being just a little baby cow, but he built his endurance and his strength, and then now he's lifting a big old heifer over the fence. So it's a great story, because you're like, yeah, so if every week I make sure that during the day I get these essential things done, Well, eventually those essential things are not even going to feel like it took any effort at all, because it's endurance. You've built endurance. And then, whereas at one point, those essential tasks, those basic stuff kind of took a lot of your energy, now you have endurance, you've manifested more endurance, and you can go on to be able to handle more in your day, or, you know, now have all this energy to put towards creative projects. And, you know, it's interesting. It's interesting. And now I'm seeing myself dance in my head. And I guess I want to talk about that because, you know, it does have a lot to play in, like, are we doing things that we enjoy? Because you would think that when I am loving dancing, I can dance forever, all night, right? Like, or just, like, even if I feel like I'm tired, really tired, if you put on some really good music right now, I would suddenly have energy, you know? So it's like, don't doubt yourself that you're not an energetic being, because sometimes it really does just boil down to the fact that we are doing things that do not spark joy and do not enliven our soul, and we just feel it as drudgery, and then we're dragging our physical bodies everywhere. So it's like, if you are just only doing miserable things, it's really no criticism to you, because if you were doing things that you loved, you'd have more energy, you'd have more endurance. So if you can try to get your life pointed in the direction and cater to the things that you enjoy, you'll have more energy and then more endurance. So it's like, maybe first thing, do something that you do love, so that you can then take that energy, like you get up and you love music, or you love to pedal the bicycle, or you love to go outside and listen to the birds. Do something that, like, is gonna stoke that fire, right? And then you're like, well, now I gotta go do this other crap, but at least I did something that I liked first of all, so now I have more energy, more zest, more vitality, and yeah, over time it builds more and more endurance. All right, thank you, ginseng. On that note, let's do our affirmations. This affirmation minute is brought to you by our herb of the week, ginseng, and I thank you and I love you and I dedicate them all to you. I take care of myself. I conserve my energy when needed. I will keep going. I believe in myself. I will succeed as I will grow. Divine energy flows through me. I enthusiastically walk my path in life. And again, I take care of myself. I conserve my energy when needed. I will keep going. I believe in myself. I will succeed as I will grow. Divine energy flows through me. I enthusiastically walk my path in life. And so it is. Okay, thank you, ginseng. I'm happy to be hanging out with you. I sat last night and bookmarked a bunch of books that have information about ginseng. I guess I'm going to try to put together a podcast that honors ginseng, and try to understand this plant more and, give it its little time in the spotlight. So anyways, now we're on to the cactus. The cactus. Oh my gosh. Cactuses are amazing because, well, just the fact that they can sustain themselves in the desert. It's really cool how some of those big grandfather cactuses can store so much water. Incredible. So they're not freaking out. The desert doesn't freak them out anymore because they've figured out how to have good endurance. And they're spiky and they've learned how to protect themselves, and it's really amazing. Cactuses are amazing. And then how long-lived some of them are. Also incredible. So we have a message of endurance with this cactus in the pipeline swallowtail. Okay, last week we manifested more elegance. Now let's keep it going. Let's keep it going with endurance. Whatever like endurance is going to serve whatever else you want to manifest. So if you want to be great in, business or traveling, or I don't know what you want, but whatever it is that you want, endurance can assist you and serve you. So even if you just want to crochet yarn all day and make blankets for everybody, endurance would help keep you going. There's pretty much everything you can tie into being like, and endurance would serve me with that. So yeah, and especially difficult, challenging things, absolutely. I don't know why I'm just like, if you you went to jail for something, endurance would keep you from giving up hope, right? Endurance. You got little kids, you got toddlers, honey, you need some endurance. It's just really incredible. If you're even taking care of like an elderly parent or grandparent, you're going to need a lot of energy to do what you do. People work in double shifts, overtime. You got to have endurance. But yeah, just for me, sometimes I just appreciate endurance, just getting through the day and feeling like I have enough energy, and then having enough energy to actually want to do things. Like I want to do something that I enjoy. So endurance is very important. All right, so let's talk about the cactus. Existing where few other plants or animals can, cacti have explicitly evolved for endurance. Peoples of the New World use cactus as food and water sources from upwards of 15,000 years ago, and one appears on the Mexican coat of arms today. Cacti have evolved to be some of the hardiest plants on Earth. Perfectly evolved for desert regions. Some cacti have stunning flowers that only bloom during the short-lived rainy seasons and die off quickly once the rain stops. And yeah, they're incredible, these flowers. They kind of remind me of a zinnia. If like a zinnia and a sunflower had a baby, that would be these little flowers. So, but once the rain's gone, they're like, get off of me, you beautiful little flower. You're not essential, right? But if there's an abundance of rain, it's like, hey, I might as well bloom. But the cactus knows then it's like, hey, now I have to conserve my water. So other cactuses can absorb hundreds of gallons of water to use during drier times. The slow-growing cactus can bear the driest weather and the berating heat of the sun. So, hey, maybe if you think you're having a rough day, why don't you think about what it's like to be a cactus? Like just merciless sun, heat, no water. I mean, to survive in the desert, that's what I'm saying. The cactus is the king of endurance. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. So here's the message though for us, you and me, from the cactus and from the pipeline. Oh, not pipeline, pipe vine. How many times did I say pipeline? It's pipe vine. I think I may have started off right saying pipe vine, but then my tongue got lazy and was like pipeline. It's pipe vine swallowtail. And this would be another cool one to look up and check it out. Compare the picture with the real life butterfly. So here's the cactus and pipe vines message for us about endurance, because we want to manifest more of it. Especially me. I keep losing my resolve to keep my eyes open. Okay, so they want to talk about resolve too. They want us to steal, Steel, like Steelers, like steel mill, like go Steelers. Here we go, Steelers, here we go. All right, so steal your resolve and keep your eyes on the end goal. So your resolve needs to be solid and strong. Steel your resolve and keep your eyes on the end goal. Your path may get rocky and difficult, but having the patience to bear whatever may come will ensure you get to where you want to be. So it's like, how did you make it to the finish line? Well, I literally never lost sight of that being my goal. And I'm literally made of steel, you sissy. So it's like, you got to do that like with everything, not like be an egomaniac like that per se, but like just be so solid and strong in the fact that like you're going to get to your goal, right? That's endurance. Like, I am going to rock this day, or where, you know, I'm just going to feel good in my body, or I'm going to get this to-do list done. Endurance. I'm gonna be able to, you know, make it to the end of this walk, or I don't know, whatever it is you want to. Keep focused on the end goal. And even if your path gets rocky and difficult and, you know, life gets challenging, it's like you have so much patience though. Like, yep, here comes another distraction, another hurdle, another thing a little challenge I have to figure out before I can keep going on my path. Just have a lot of patience. Don't let it discourage you. Don't let it make you feel like you want to quit or give up or any of that. You know, it's like you just are so laser beam focused on the end goal. Your eyes are on the end goal that it just gives you patience. Stamina. Stamina will be your safeguard when inspiration and excitement fail. So yeah, it's like once, you know, like I was saying, like once you can just every day, you're like, oh yeah, this is just what I do in the morning. I just always get all this stuff done. Like, even if you wake up and you're like, blah, you still have acquired this stamina. And so it safeguards you. And then once you can finally get your energy pumped up, your fire pumped up, your endurance going, it's like that stamina is what safeguarded you from quitting. So endurance, that stamina and endurance, it's like you almost could interchange those two words. But endurance is even stronger than stamina in a way. You know what I mean? There's more to it. It's like stamina is definitely part of endurance, but when you think about like mixing in patience, right, and just focus, eyes on the prize, steel, a resolve made of steel, right? You could have abs of steel, you could have buns of steel, but how about a resolve of steel? Like, I am 100% convinced that this is what I want and this is what I'm going to manifest. So stamina will be your safeguard though when inspiration and excitement fail or falter, right? So call on the determination to move forward no matter what life throws your way. Call on the determination to keep moving forward. That's endurance. Keep moving forward. How did you win? How did you finish your goal? I just never quit, mother trucker. I was just determined not to quit. That's it. Keep moving forward no matter what life throws your way. Stay focused. Do what needs to be done. And rewards will follow. So that is endurance. Staying focused, doing what needs to be done, and rewards will follow. So it's like, yeah, if you want to have a successful business life, exercise program, whatever, just keep moving forward, stay focused, do what needs to be done, and rewards will follow. So if you want a delicious, uplifted booty, it's like, even if you're not excited to do squat and doggy hydrants and leg lifts and hamstring, whatever we want to, I don't know what the hell you got to do to get an uplifted booty. But even if you're not excited to do these exercises, do them anyways. Even if it feels like drudgery, do them anyways every day. And within like 2 months, you're going to see results right behind you, right? So it's like, even if like, you're like, oh man, like I can't weed the whole garden all at once. Okay, you don't have to, but every day go out and pull 25 weeds, right? Or something, right? Or work for 10 minutes. And that reward just from you making that commitment, following through, doing it anyways, you're going to keep your garden in better condition than you would if you were like waiting for all the energy to show up so you could do it all at once. Sometimes doing it all at once is just not the smart way to do it. It's like, just do a little bit each day, a little bit each day. So keep on going. Do not give up, right? Pull a few weeds from your garden bed each day, whether you feel excited about it or not. Stay focused, do what needs to be done, and rewards will follow. So that is manifesting more endurance. I hope that helps. Here's a question for you to contemplate. Maybe take some of this endurance insight and apply it to your life. Here's a question. What current challenges can be conquered with endurance? So what current challenges do you have in your life right now that can be conquered with endurance? Like, all I can think of is the kitchen and washing the dishes. You know, it's like, just do it every single day, even if you don't want to, and eventually you'll have a clean kitchen. But there's probably some bigger things that are going on in your life other than dirty dishes. I just am a simple girl. But it's like, what can be conquered with endurance, right? Mental endurance. You know, everyone's been like, now how many days in quote quarantine or whatever. That has required a lot of mental endurance. You know, so think about, what challenges do you have in your life right now that could be conquered with endurance? That could be conquered. I know it's such a combative word, but it's like, okay, so you have this challenge in your life. Could you just strengthen your resolve? Keep your eye on the prize. What would you like to see happen? Okay, you just want to get through it. So see that finish line, right? And have patience. That's part of endurance. Try to have stamina towards this current challenges, just to get up every day and do what needs to be done for it, right? So what current challenges do you have that can be conquered with endurance? So maybe you are fighting for something or trying to get change happening, like you got to make all these phone calls, right? Think about any type of challenge you have and how endurance can help you, just by keeping you focused, letting you not quit, okay? And just having that patience and resolve to keep going no matter what life throws in your way. So what current challenges can you now apply this manifestation of more endurance to your life? So I know it's not very glamorous, but each week with my 5 rabbits, I have to tap into endurance, stamina, patience, and just the resolve to keep cleaning their cages. Like every week, I do not want to clean these cages, but I just have to like do it, right? So endurance is a really interesting thing. I hope that we can definitely manifest more of it. I certainly want, I have a lot, but I want more. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Yeah, even if your path gets rocky and difficult, you gotta just have that patience and resolve to never quit. And that's the secret of endurance for sure. So anyways, on that note, I guess we gotta go get something done. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. Manifest more endurance.